Okay, so we have one nylon tent. Notice it's billowing because this side is pretty much totally destroyed. It had grommets, it had edges. The grommets were very close to the edge, and they just ripped, torn, and probably the outside selvage inch and a half is ripped right off. So I'm going to attempt to fix it. Okay, so around the corner I have laid out the north end of the tent, which is the one that's ripped, not the one with the zippers. And it's fairly calm here. I may need to lock down the tent in a few places. I did say fairly calm, not totally, so it was a very, very sunny, warm day. It should help us with our repair work. Okay, so here's my pile of stuff to fix my tarp. There was a kitty. I have two 6x6 green tarps, which I bought at Canadian Tire because they were on sale for $3 each. A container of latex contact cement. First time I'm going to use latex contact cement. I've never tried it before, so we'll see how it goes. Decent project to try it on, I guess. A stiff, short little glue brush, which will make my job much easier and quicker. Some brass grommets. There's a lot there. I don't think I'll need quite that many, but I figured better safe than sorry, considering it's a half-hour drive to town. Okay, quick peek at the tools I'm going to start with. I may need more things later, but tape measure, because I need to measure and cut a section of tarp. And Sharpie markers so I can draw on the tarp. This doesn't have to be real pretty, so I don't really care if it has Sharpie marker on it. Okay, our step one will be to get our green tarps and lay one out. And I think I'm going to go with cutting a foot strips off the tarp. What I want to do is glue 6-inch strip onto the edge of this tarp, then fold it over and glue another 6-inch strip. So there'll be actually 3 layers of tarp for the grommets to go through to make them a little tough, because this tent was not tough. This tent was very wimpy, and we have a lot of wind here, and it blew apart. So we're going to see if we can make it tough. Okay, just a note, this is actually a bag tarp, so it has a string running around the outside edge. So what I did was just, on this edge here, I just cut the sewn part off, because I don't want any stitch lines and stuff in my sections. And now I'm going to measure out a foot and cut it. Okay, so when you're cutting your tarp, when you're measuring it, you're going to go from the cut edge over a foot and mark it with a marker. I like to use Sharpie markers, real Sharpie markers, because they tend to stay on plastics better. So I have to stretch the tarp out flat, slide up a little bit. I'm just using a plain measuring tape, and mark it at the 1 foot line with a mark, which I'm later going to use to cut. Okay, so we got our tarp marked, and we're going to cut it. I have discovered this tarp cuts really easy with scissors, which makes me nervous, but anything's better than what I got right now, so I'm going to cut it. Occasionally the wind comes along and tries to lift it up and take it away from me, but we're doing okay. Okay, so our next thing to do is measure 6 inches in from the edge of the tarp and draw a Sharpie, because we're going to glue that section. And what I'm using is latex contact cement, which, if you've never used contact cement, you put it on both sides and leave it dry. This stuff actually says for up to an hour until it feels dry. And then you press the 2 sections together. So what we'll do is we'll glue the side of the tarp and we'll glue the side of the patch, and then we'll stick them together. So, okay, so I did say I was going to possibly get some new tools. and a nice straight piece of, I think it's 3/4 inch plywood. Cutting this straight. What I need to do with the stick is I've got a patch where the tarp has ripped away right on the edge. Because of that, I've actually changed what I'm planning on doing with my patch. I'm going to lay it down and then wrap it over and actually have it cross over to the other side as well. So it kind of envelops what the tarp there was there before. So I'm going to go and I'm going to measure from where it's full, where it goes all the way to the edge, and I'm going to measure here where it goes all the way to the edge. As you can see, I have done it already. And then I'm going to use my straight stick to join the two so that I don't have to worry about measuring through this section where it's ripped. Okay, so what I have done is, you see I've drawn the line. This section I'm going to glue. And I've also drawn a line at 50 inches from the bottom because that's how long my patch is. And I've done the same thing on the patch. I'm going to have to run some better blocks for my patch, but I've marked my patch all the way along. I had at one point considered whether I was going to make it a black on the outside patch or green on the outside patch, and then I realized black marker, black patch. Maybe I'd better mark on the green side. So there we go. So now I have to read the directions on the contact cement. Okay, so in the interim, I have actually moved my tarp because every time the wind blew, little pieces of grass and dirt flew up onto my tarp. Not so much for glue. So I now have my tarp laid out, all ready to glue, and my patch is sitting here. It just needs to be stretched out, and we'll be ready to put the glue on. Okay, the latex contact cement is blue. Very interesting. Thin coats, center towards the edge. I have my short bristled glue brush, and I'm going to start with my patch. Okay, so we have our coat of latex-based contact cement on our patch. They say about half an hour, so it's just noon now, so we'll keep an eye on it for the next half hour. It may be a little less time here right now because it's very hot on this deck right now. So we'll see if it takes that long. Less than an hour, so we'll go put the cement on the tarp, which is laying right there, and pretty soon we'll be ready to put them together. Okay, due to the magic of time lapse, the glue is tacky and ready to go. On the first one, you can see the second one is sitting there waiting, but the first one's ready to go. The wind has come up a little bit. I'm hoping it's not going to cause me too many problems when I stick it down. Okay, patch number 1 is adhered. I don't know how well, and I don't know how perfectly, but we have different adherence. So I lined it up, stuck it down. You see there's a few wrinkles, but it's just a tarp. It's not going to kill me. And then press it really good. Roll the air bubbles out of the glue. And yeah, so now the rest can get done. Okay, so we now have the tarping stuck on 4 sides of the tent. We will pick this up again in part 2, where I flip it over and finish the second side and do the grommets.